What's going on, YouTube? So today I am going to... Oh, this my mic is in a weird place. Something's in a weird place. Alright. What is going on, YouTube? Today I'm going to be bringing back the coaching series. In a bit, as I was saying, I'm going to be bringing back my coaching series. It will be exclusive to YouTube. That is the plan for now. So, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. This game in particular is going to be a mid match, I believe. So I'm going to be expanding my coaching beyond jungling, helping you out best I can. This will be a little bit different. I know jungle inside and out. The mid for me, teaching any other role other than jungle, like I say mid for me, but teaching any other role other than jungle for me is going to be different. So we'll go ahead and you guys will kind of go through the motions with me. We'll be learning together. So here we go, guys. Turn the sound down a little bit. We're good. So there's nothing really to critique. He's playing Nox middle. Nox more so now. This video is a little bit older. More so now, Nox is a great pick. Like, I down for Nox if you can land the abilities and hit the combos. Really early game, the biggest thing you need to focus on out of the mid lane is your clear and pathing with your jungler, because it's pretty much a 2v2 in the mid lane. That's straight up, that's what it is. It's a 2v2. You can't really do too much if you get out cleared, but when you have something like a Nox and a Thanatos, this combo in particular, especially against, they have a Hell Bakasura, right? Not a Hell Bakasura, a Ra Bakasura. You really want to be aggressive. You want to make sure you're getting these camps. Now, alright, so this is a mistake already made. Isn't necessarily just on him, but it does apply to him. So, you know for a fact your right mids are down, right? We know for a fact. You can see on the map, right mids are down. So this is a contention point. Everyone wants these mid harpies. You go to them first. You know the other team will be coming. 100%. There's no chance they aren't coming. They're coming. Like, there's no argument. They're coming, or they're playing incorrectly. So wait for them to come. Do not pull the mid harpies. Don't take extra damage. Don't waste your abilities. Wait for those two people to come around the corner and blow them up. Especially when you have the more aggressive comp. You have Thanatos. You're more aggressive. If you have a Thor, if you have a Zeus, if you have, I'm trying to think of the really aggressive stuff early. Anything aggressive. You have a Ninja on your team. You have an Awilix on your team. You just have any kind of aggression out of your mid jungle combo. Use the aggression. Don't try to waste, like, you literally waste abilities on these mid harpies. They're wasted. They should lose these mid harpies unless something goes crazy wrong. They get an awesome auto attack something. But they'll lose these mid harpies now. They should have fought. They should not have pulled them. Should have run right past them and fought. Period. Done. So there's one little mistake. And that mid laner or the jungle can take control of that. But both of you need to position yourself to do that. So they lost out on mid harpies. Could have gone a completely different way. Seems like a little deal. It's actually a pretty big deal. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of XP. That's a big difference. Hitting 5 first out of the mid lane is really important. Alright. Here we go, another pause. So they cleared mid lane, they outpushed. Don't ever stand still in the mid lane. Not as a jungler, not as a mid laner. Don't stand still. Unless there's nothing to do on the whole map, which is very unlikely, don't stand still. Go to the back harpies. Those back harpies are up. They're your back harpies. You know they're up. Go to your back harpies. The second you finish that last creep in the lane, go to the back harpies. Lead the way. If you're the mid laner, lead the way. Show your jungler where to go. Get him going. Get him moving. Get him on point. Because it's really ridiculous for you to sit here doing nothing for any amount of time. If you won't miss a creep if they outpush and you're clearing really quickly. So had they left the second they cleared the wave, they were good. If you hesitate like this, if you sit around doing nothing, then you're going to slowly fall behind. Even if the back harpies aren't up, you can go do the fire creeps. Fire creeps aren't up, you can just put pressure on the other team by going into the jungle. They don't know where you are. They have to back off. Dual lane, you head towards dual lane, that dual lane will back off. It will relieve pressure for your team, and it opens up a lot more for you to do in the next few seconds. So you see, like I said, they're doing nothing. They should control clear here. They should 100% control the clear here. They should just be focusing on clearing. A lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, that was a lot more damage than I thought. Okay, so that works. That was really, really awkward. I didn't think that was gonna happen. In a higher rated game, go for the clear. But that was awesome that he got a kill. I was really not expecting that at all. Not expecting that whatsoever. So hopefully they just focus on clearing here. Taking extra damage and stuff and delaying your clear is a really big waste of time. Especially now that they have a lead, they should just push this lead into the other lanes. Move on. Don't only focus on the mid lane. And yeah, now they should be going for those back harpies. They are. That's one thing a lot of mids and jungles both fail at. They don't think ahead. And in Smite right now in this meta, thinking ahead, knowing what you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead is like literally the key and is super clutch. Because if you're doing that, if you're doing that right now, you know, this Nox knows I did my back harpies, I'm gonna do mid, then I'm gonna do the other back harpies. If you're thinking in those terms for just clearing waves and stuff, imagine if you start doing that in team fights. Imagine if you start thinking, if I hit this guy with a knock, I'm gonna wheelix, I'm gonna ult him, I'm gonna flip him, and then I'm gonna jump on my horse, I'm gonna jump over here, and then I'm gonna go look to attack this guy. Like, thinking ahead is massive in Smite. It's so big. So if you can practice that, even in the smallest terms of getting camps and stuff correctly, it goes a long way and it will carry over into things like team fights. Something to practice on, something to really focus on. That's a really good use of, or not use of beads. Good way to burn beads. There was no kill potential there, not that I saw. The fact that his 2 wasn't on him, there's no point. We're getting to that point in the game when it's awkward, where buffs are coming back up, mid harpies are spawning, you have a lot of gold and you want to get boots, you also want to fight, and there's just so many choices to be made. The best choice realistically is to back a little bit sooner and get your boots 2 online as fast as possible. You always want to clear your camps with your team and you don't want to skip out on anything. So like this Thanatos is doing something really dumb right now. He left our Nox alone to go do the blue buff rather than finishing this wave and then going to blue buff. That's really, really dumb. Really, really dumb. I don't know why he would do that. I have no idea. He solo cleared the blue buff. Couldn't tell you why he did that. Makes no sense. He missed a wave, nobody split blue. Really bad. I can't. This is as much focused on the jungler as it is the mid. The mid should have told him, like our Nox here should have told him, hey dude, they mid get this wave, then we'll go to blue. Like, you have to tell your team that. A lot of people don't understand. He's doing it again. This Thanatos is missing more creeps and forcing you to take damage, and then you have to hope you're able to split it. You have to hope he doesn't burst it down before you get there. That's a pain in the butt, and that's an issue. A lot of lower end players will not know to do that in the mid or the jungle. They don't understand rotating and splitting camps, but that's how the game works. You have to split camps or you'll fall behind. But when I say you have to, I mean if you want to win a game and the other team is doing those things, you will lose. Like, the chance of you winning goes down dramatically if you don't understand how to split. So like right there, our mid doesn't get the split red buff. He's gonna miss this wave, it looks like. So the backing at that point in time is not necessarily the best, as I was saying before. You want to clear all your buffs first. So that's why it's good to back and get boots before buff spawn, and then just be there for every buff. Get mids lane, other mids lane, red lane, blue lane. Like, split as much as possible. Don't waste too much time. This is actually a good gank potential, like really good gank potential. The other team's not really too aware, and he already missed the mid wave, so he wasn't missing out on too much. Hopefully he can clean this up. Looking kind of rough because the Jingwei just randomly ulted for no reason. Has a really good use of dash. Took no extra damage. They should be looking to fight here. They should really be looking to fight here because Nox still has ult. If you get a hot silence, no, they got picked off without Kepper using ult. That's nothing on our Nox. There's nothing he can do. I still like this gank. Really unexpected. It should have been a free kill. If played correctly by everybody, it would have been a free kill. It happens. Doesn't always work out. Thanatos is also being pretty irrelevant by being... He's literally now rotating. I don't know. I liked it. I would have changed stuff up leading to it, which would have made this course of action not really your best option, but because you had lost mid wave, it was a good idea. It was a good chance. It was literally your best shot. It was your best way of not wasting all that time. And now you're gonna rotate. I like how you're looking for camps. Your jungler isn't. See, that would have been a good camp to take. You should have stayed and gotten that camp. Any extra XP you get anywhere, small harpies, big harpies, boars, anything, take it. Always take it. It seems like it's not that big a deal, but you should grab it. Always pick it up. I feel really bad for you right now in this Thanatos. He just doesn't want to split any waves. It's rough. It's a rough life for a mid laner, and it's a rough life for a jungler when the counterpart doesn't know what they're doing. Hopefully you can keep being aggressive though, because as long as you're being aggressive on Nox, you're pretty much doing your job. Either disrupting or getting huge nukes off. Either one. If I were the Nox, which trying to say, I would be looking to back right now. Floating around with low health, a chance of Gold Fury being a next target is really, really sketchy, especially since his dual lane is getting punished. They're not really down a lot. They're only down 100 gold, which is good, 200 gold. But the fact that Gold Fury is going to be the next major objective, you don't want to sit around with no health like this at all. No real communication. I would work on that 100%, either VGS or comms, whatever it may be. And that ult was kind of a waste. The ult's really good to use as an immunity in a lot of situations, so wasting it like that, there's no chance your ult's gonna have health somebody. You're not Kukulkan, you're not Poseidon, not gonna have health somebody, so wasting like that is not the best. And you saw Thanatos throw out a scythe. That's all Thanatos damage. If that scythe isn't getting someone low and he's not on top of them, just let it go, let it be. It's okay to poke at people and then run away. That puts you ahead, that makes it harder to do objectives for the other team. But just look to take the poke without wasting major abilities like your ult. I do like that you didn't chase even though you ulted, because that could have put you in an even worse position than you kind of already were, and it could have led to death. So you avoided that, which is really good. You're also warding a lot, which is awesome. Most people don't ward at all. I'm surprised your team has like 8 wards on the map. I feel like the other team probably has none. That's a huge advantage you have over the other team right now. This is unsafe pathing, so I'm gonna pause this. You don't know where anybody is on the map. You don't know where a single person is other than Sobek just popped up. You know Sobek's in lane. Even in comms, you aren't 100% sure where anybody is. Like, they could tell you, but you're not playing with these top level players. They're probably guessing. You do know someone's in the other lane. You do know the jungler's probably going to go over there, but you don't know where everyone is, so pathing high like this is super sketchy. You're probably going to end up being okay in this situation, but it's not one of those things you want to become a habit. Should have passed safe. You should have pathed around your side of mids into mid lane. Not high. There's nothing you gain out of this. You didn't gain some like super, like you didn't just cut off seconds off your pathing. That didn't happen. It's pretty poor pathing in my opinion. Even if you live and nothing happens, it's something to think about. Something you don't want to be a habit. Not want it to be a habit whatsoever. Like I said, you're safe, shocker. But higher level of play, there's people where you don't expect them and you pay for it. You pay for it really, really fast. That's something I learned when I was getting into competitive, like when I started playing in the competitive scene. If in my head I ever questioned something, if I ever thought I could die doing this, I don't do it. Because I'd realize I'd think that and then I'd die. And next game, I'd think it one time and I would die. I'd be like, if I path here, I'm probably not safe, but you know what? I'll test the odds, you know, I'll be okay. No, I would die every single freaking time, every time. So if I ever think there's a chance of me being like dying in this situation, I don't do it. It's not worth it. Especially if you're trying to carry a game, not worth it. Play smart, play to live, unless you're in one of those situations where you just have to all in. Does happen sometimes, but it's kind of rare. I do like that you keep going for the aggressive plays here. It is a raw, probably heal back up, but it's nice that you're not scared sitting under the tower the whole time. And the goal is really close, so anything big that happens, any picks you get, any crazy damage could change the pace of the game. I like your pathing and your positioning. Your positioning was really, really good. You forced beads. Positioning was great. Good damage. I would have stayed in after he leaped up, but you'll be okay. You have to kill 2 with your dot. Nice. Another beads. Dude, you're killing it with the objectives. Like, or not the objectives, with the, oh my gosh, that was huge! You're killing it with burning the actives. That should be a Gold Fury. So you should push this wave for sure because you're already here. But you should literally be pushing this wave. You should be dashing it, clearing it as fast as possible, and going to Gold Fury. You just gotta kill. Okay. That was really dumb of the Raw to walk right into you. That made no sense. So I'm not going to give you props. I'm going to tell you that Raw's an idiot. Realistically, in a high rated game, you should have cleared that wave and gone straight to Gold Fury just to make sure you got it. Just to be 100%. If your team told you you got it, then sure, pushing in as much as you can, getting extra tower damage is key. But no good player is going to walk into you like that ever and just die. That's not going to happen. Not a normal thing. So you get to finish boots. Okay, so this bothers me. This is gonna be really nitpicky to you guys, but little things add up. So sitting there and backing for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then deciding, hey, I'm gonna auto attack this guy, that's a waste of time. Either decide you're backing getting boots or you're going to blue buff and you're getting mids. There's no point in doing halfway of either. Just make the decision and go for it. That's huge in any objective based game. Decisions, going for it, knowing what you're gonna do and doing it. It really bothered me that you just did that. I don't know why. It's just really frustrating. You didn't even get blue XP. So realistically, you should have just backed out in your boots and gone on and had that extra damage for the next fight. You can even look for a fight. You're huge. But I don't like the fact that you didn't split blue. You didn't split mid with the jungler because he's an idiot. And then you wasted a few seconds just sitting there pretend backing or whatever. It looked like you just changed your mind. So I really think that's something you might want to work on is, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing it, and that's what I'm doing, period.
Take left lane. Enemies incoming. Middle tower is under attack.
These teams are overextending like a ridiculous amount.
Attack left lane.
I don't know if this is gonna turn into kills though. Yeah, nice. You burnt so many beads. Oh, I saw you try to like weave it in between them. You're probably dead here. Unless your team actually does something. Come on, team, where are you? Oh my gosh, Thanatos, please wake up.
Double kill.
That was decent. You could have played it better. You walked over to 3 people. You didn't know they had beads. Your team literally isn't burning any beads. But you kind of threw your ult when you shouldn't have. You could have positioned better beforehand. You also popped out of the what were you in? Who were you in? You were in the ADC, I believe. You popped out of them a little early. You could have let the ADC or whoever it was get closer and try to do some more damage or different damage and just protect yourself a little bit longer. But it happens. That wasn't the worst. That wasn't bad by any means. It could have been played differently. My biggest thing of this entire all right, this is broken as shit. The fact that you can do that is broken, and I'm glad you did it. I didn't even, when I saw the team comms, I didn't even think about that. It's broken. I hate that you're okay. You just took your red buff. Questionable. Not that far ahead. He has a level lead on you, but he's playing like a moron. So that was questionable. If I were you, I'd have some words. I wouldn't talk trash, but I'd have some words. You should really be looking to group up. As a mid laner, you kind of control this point of the game. Either by pushing down your tower or whatever, but you kind of determine how the game's going to go by either going duo lane, pushing that, telling your team to come mid, or going to solo, whatever. Usually the mid moves around and puts pressure somewhere, right? You really want to be on comms or in VGS saying group up, let's push down right, let's push down. Gold Fury's down, you can push down solo lane, you'd be safe. Your duo lane's having a lot of trouble, so it might be better to just send everyone over there and push that lane. Or you keep burning these beads out of people in mid lane, so you can push in mid lane. It's a good choice. It's gonna be hard to push against a Raw though. Something you have to think about. Hopefully your Jingwei gets out. Jeffrey's getting farmed. Thanatos looks like he might get an extra kill. Ooh, ooh, nice silence. Oh, snipe him, hit him with the hands. Nice, good shit, bro. Perfect. You played that as well as you could have, in my opinion. Out rotated the Raw. Cleaned up the kill, you put the pressure on the Baka to get him off the Thanatos. I got no complaints, that was good shit. I do like how aggressive you play. You are not afraid of shit, and it seems like you know what you want to do in case something goes wrong. So right now, your Jingwei is coming back to lane. You don't have any wards on Gold Fury. The Gold Fury is up in not a few seconds, but it's up soonish. It's gonna be obviously the next point of contention. I would have backed right there instead of running across and picked up a counter ward. A counter ward and a regular ward. Clear out the Gold Fury, clear out your mid Harpies. You really might have missed some of this wave, but it wouldn't have been the biggest deal because you'd be getting that vision control you need. Vision control is really undervalued by low-level players. I'm not saying you're a low-level player. I'm saying if you are smart enough to get wards, you will have that over a bunch of people, like a ton of people.
Enemies incoming right. Cancel that.
And you have a gold lead, so grouping up is heavily in your favor right now. And you just keep wrecking these kids, getting poke off and burning beads, which is huge and just opens up a lot for your team. Looks like you're gonna lose mid tower here, which kind of sucks. Not the end of the world. That might not have happened had you back soon as you stop fighting in the duo lane and then ran straight to mid, because you'd be a little bit healthier. You'd have spent that gold. You'd be good to go. You have a lot of gold right now. Your Thanatos is counter jungling, which is decent, but it's not at this point in the game. 60 minutes. You want major objectives. You want gold furies, towers, major team fights. So it's something you yourself can dictate by just telling your team what to do. Hey, group up. Hey, let's do Gold Fury. Hey, let's ward this. You can type it in chat. Group warding is really, really big. It allows you to catch people off guard, especially the supports. Oh my gosh! I don't know if you'd have killed him had you hit that, but that would have been nasty because you just chunked him. You chunked the shit out of him. Nice job, dude. He's beads live. Nice, you're good. Yo, you were pooping on this Raw. I'll give you that. You were pooping on him. He may have gotten the lane or gotten the tower, won the lane, but you're doing work. I'd like to see you get this red buff though. I think you do more damage than the Thanatos. If junglers are taking your red all the time, that's a problem, and you should step up and tell them that's your red, or just learn how to grab it. If you stand one step in front of it as it falls and dies, you will get to pick it up automatically. Oh, you're in a 4-man queue. I didn't realize. Not realize that at all. Oh, are you going pen? Oh, you're going pen. Okay. I thought you were actually about to go spear. Please, as long as you don't go spear, we're good. You should not be getting spear. Not even close. Do not get this. Spear of Desolation is something you get as like a last item when like you're just super far ahead. I get it on Ao Kuang sometimes. That's about it. People don't have that much. Like the item itself, especially early, it's just so expensive that you're not gonna get it online fast enough. That's a good ult. That was really weird that just missed. That was awkward. That would have been a really good ult. Nice root, nice damage. Okay, so you did get your dash off to do a little bit of damage, but you could have dashed in front of him while hitting him, doing the damage, and getting in front of him and being able to body block. Just another way to think about it. You wouldn't have had to dive as far. It wouldn't be putting you in as risky a position. Just something to think about. Learning how to body block is crazy. If you can do it, it's really, really game breaking, honestly. I do it a lot, especially on Xbox. Xbox, people just get frustrated as shit when you're body blocking. Your team should be going Gold Fury. So, like I said, I'm gonna see if you die here. You die. Okay, so, like I said, you dashed into your Ravana to do damage to the Hades. If you had waited for him to dash, and then you dash into him, or in front of him, whatever, into the Hades, you do damage to the Hades, and you get in front of him. You can body block him, making you not dive as far, letting your Robin catch up to him sooner, slow him, kill him faster. You also get more auto attacks off, do pretty much the same, if not more damage, assuming you can land your autos. You don't put yourself in a bad position like that, and it leads to a death, which should lead to Gold Fury or some towers. I don't know what this other team is going to do. But things have ripple effects. If you do things very differently in the slightest of ways, you can change the whole game. So that's something you might want to think about. I understand you were trying to burst him down. I don't play Nox that much, and I knew you weren't going to kill him with your dash. 100% knew. I knew he would get kind of low. Didn't know how low. Didn't know if it'd be 1 health or like 150 health. But it was very clear you weren't going to kill him. Just something for you to think about. You still have a big gold lead, so they didn't really get anything off of it, which is bad on their part. You guys are fighting a lot. Very little objective play, which I don't like to see. you'll be a lot better of a player and you'll win a lot more games if you learn how to focus on the objectives. Oh, please don't die. Yeah, you just got pounded. Positioning was kind of bad. You kind of walked straight into the Hou-Yi and the Sobek because you wanted to get your combo off real bad. It wasn't a good fight. Your team was all low. Your team was backing out. Look at the objectives, man. Just focus on the objectives. Instead of running down the lane trying to fight, be telling your team to go to Gold Fury. Hey, we're healthy. They're not. Let's do Gold Fury. I'm healthy. I'll zone. You guys do Gold Fury. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do. This Hades just looking to split push. Split pushing sounds dumb, but at least they're objective based. At least that person is trying to win the game for his team, whether it be in kind of a cheesy, annoying way or not. That Gold Fury has been up for a long time, and you guys have had wards not on the map for a long time. You have wards at least. You have too many wards. You can only put 2 down, but at least you have wards. The fact that it's early too, your gold lead kind of went away. You only have 1500 gold lead, 1000 gold lead. But the fact that it's still early and the gold lead's so close, you guys aren't going to be rushing down a fire giant anytime soon. So make sure your team knows, like, don't ward fire giant. Don't focus on only warding that. Putting a regular ward on fire, awesome. Putting 8 wards over there is a waste of your time. You're just fighting way too much. You don't have any frontline right now either, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Ooh! Thanatos went in. Where's the Kepriol? Oh my gosh, your Thanatos is making plays, dude. That was huge. Where's Kepri? I think he's good. I think Thanatos is good. This is a really good fight. He just picked off 2 people. You're getting poked a lot. You're not. Your team is getting poked a buttload, dude. You should turn and focus Sobek. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Oh no. Jingwei's all is so poop. It's so bad, dude. Your biggest flaw so far is lack of looking at objectives, man. Not a hard thing to fix either, so I don't have too many complaints about this gameplay so far. You should put down your wards that you've had, though. That's for damn sure. Oh, oh! I thought you were gonna kill him. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. Get to the action. You can tell it's gonna be a stalemate for a bit. Just by the way everyone's positioning, no one's really trying to do anything. Ward control is lacking on both ends. That's a good ult. You hit 4 people, but your team doesn't have any follow-up. Everyone's super low. There was 0 chance of you guys actually fighting and winning off this. Oh, you're going the wrong item. That is the wrong pen item, dude. Flat pen. What is it? Obsidian Shard? Go Obsidian Shard. Spear got nerfed. Spear of Desolation is way too expensive to be worth your time, ever. Especially if you're trying to win and you're not just having fun. And Ob Shard is just better in general. Get Ob Shard. It's cheap, it's quick, and there's no reason not to get it. It looks like you're trying to build a Spear of Desolation, which is horrible. Like, horrible. It's not worth how much it costs. You're 24 minutes in. You could have your Ob Shard finish and be working on that rod. That rod's gonna add so much more damage than the spears. And I say that I don't mean like base by themselves. I don't mean the spear versus the rod. I mean the rod and the Ob Shard together versus the Spear of Desolation. Just get the rod and the Ob Shard. You would have much more pen online. You'd be doing so much more damage right now. It's way better. Way better. Ugh. I didn't think you were actually gonna go Spear of Desolation, so I'm kind of annoyed.
Can't hide from me.
Be careful. Enemies at the Gold Fury.
You have a ton of counter wards though, which is great. You just did so much damage. Oh my gosh. Woo. If only your team was following up. You should use your VGS a little bit more and tell them, be like, just spam attack here or gank here or whatever. At least you got Thanatos cleaned it up. Nice try. Focus on objectives. You guys are chasing kills. This should be Gold Fury. This should be you yelling Gold Fury right now. Smite is not a game of who can kill who more. It's a game of objectives. really a game of decision making, strategy. You're probably dead. Oh, it was a really good Kepri ult. Your Aegis would have been good too if you did one or the other. It kind of sucks that you guys overlapped. I'm guessing you're in the back, so I am going to skip a little bit here. Alright, you're finally doing Gold Fury. Great. Thank you. It took 2 of them to die, and you guys all being full health to do that. Great. Nice shit. Good to go. You guys are kind of low. I would recommend backing, considering they're all spawning and looking. You just look at the next objective. Really good poke, though. Protect your team. You weren't really committing. You weren't looking to fight there. You were just looking to help your bros, which is good. Perfect. You know it's time to ward the fire giant. You've learned some good shit from me, man. Now your team needs to learn how to ward too. That's a sketchy patch. That's really scary pathing. Really scary pathing. You walk right past 2 people at level 20. Don't do that. Just don't do it, man. In my head, I would have killed you. If I was at Hades, I would have just killed you. Oh man, that was scary. Sketchy pathing. You're not grouped up enough. You guys gotta group. Play objectives as a team. Yep. Oh, skipped too far. Sorry about that. Okay, so you guys chased, which is good. You're the one who caught him, which is even better. Looks like you should have a free kill. Nice ults. Good shit, dude. You pretty much set up that kill for them. Ooh. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, did he beat that? That was weird. I thought it said immune. Good call. You're the one who called attack middle tower. I like it. Good poke. You just need your ADC to focus the freaking tower. You guys are doing a lot of damage right here, which is great. Team's all healthy. I would get Phoenix. You have a full creep wave. You're going for it. Nice. Good.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is down.
I don't know why your ADC went left. Your ADC is like he doesn't want to win this game. Sorry. I feel bad for you. Why your ADC wanted a tier 1 over the Phoenix is beyond me. That was horrible. That was horrible. That is a whole, like, that's so bad. So that's the kind of player I would like to coach, because their thought process is just wrong, and they're the kind of person that thinks that was the better call. They think getting that tier 1 and that tier 2 was the better call. Phoenix is the better call. It was a free Phoenix. They had, you had 28 seconds to take down the Phoenix with just Sobek up. Free. No contest. At least you saw it, which is good. Just your team has seen it too. You literally got in me perfect teammate. It's literally just get away for free. There was no chance he was dying. You were good. That was a good time dash too. You dashed just as he block ulted, so didn't you? Let's skip ahead because I know you're gonna back here. Yeah, you did go Spear of Desolation into. Alright, so I completely disagree with your build. Completely and utterly disagree with your build. Take it how you want it, but you should not have built Spear of Desolation. I won't say it anymore. Don't go Spear of Desolation if you want to win games. Don't. Cool sounding items, cool looking item. It's really fun, but it's not what you go to win games.
You have ward here.
I thought you had Fire Giant. I was like, did I miss something? Did I skip too far ahead? Good wards. You need your ADC to pull the fire. The ADC is not. You're as an ADC, you're not an assassin. You're not looking for kills. I'm pulling the Fire Giant. I'm gonna skip a little bit. It's hard to win because your ADC isn't doing too much. Good positioning by you, but you kind of run in way too much. You disrupted a lot. You got a silence in a good position, but you could have silenced over the wall and not walk straight into 4 people. The fact that every time you drop your silence, you walk at them is not a good habit. Something you should look at and work on. Puts you in a bad position a lot. Leads to your death. Dang, you just got a quadra? Oh my gosh, the cleanup was real right there, dude. At least he didn't lose fire. Just surprising. Moving a little bit farther ahead here. The game, you're up 10,000 gold still. You guys need to work on the positioning and just go. Just get a fight and you're good. You're so good. Commit.
On my way.
Really good poke on that 80s, man. Oh my gosh, you just did so much damage. His pathing and positioning was horrible, but you're the one who converted it into a kill, so good shit. I wouldn't have focused the Sobek there if I was you. You had a Baka as an option, you had the Hou-Yi on your right. You focused the Sobek, who you've been looking at for a long time. Probably steer away from the tanks, especially when they're not even focused on you. He plucked the Khepri, so your choice of target was pretty bad there. Your team ended up doing just fine. Would have gone a lot better. Your choice of target was really bad. It looked like you were trying to target Sobek for the last 45 seconds. Stop going on the tanks unless they're just in your face and you can't do anything about it. He was not in your face. He was in the Khepri's face. I'm gonna skip when you spawn. It looks like though if you guys get one solid fight, the game's over. He's out of position as shit. Yes, he thought you guys were gonna do fire.
Attack. I'll defend. Enemy ultimate.
I would burst this. You got it, nice. I thought you lost it for a second. Good shit. You're probably dead. It's another situation, man. Your tunnel vision on that tank. You gotta stop focusing the tank. Just because he's the first person you see doesn't mean you have to go on him. He plucked you, and you were good. You were in okay place. Your dash was up. You dashed in and did all this damage to try to burst down the Sobek. You don't have to do that. You don't have to kill tanks. Just focus on not focusing. Focus on who you're targeting. Before you go into a fight, know who you want to kill. In your head, ask who's the biggest problem or who is someone you can just kill that does a lot of damage. Burning that Baka's beads or that Hou-Yi's beads, or killing them because they don't have beads up, is a pretty big deal. Rather than going on the Sobek over and over and over again. I think that's the game. You guys should be able to end the game here. You aren't doing that much damage. And probably because your ADC built poorly, but you should be able to end. You could have ended. Could have been game. I'm gonna skip a little bit. You guys got all the Phoenixes, you're getting Gold Fury, that's fine. Everyone gets to finish their last items. You have your last item, your rod. I'm gonna skip because you should back and buy that right now. You still haven't done that. Really back and get your rod. You have 3k gold and you're gonna win. But why did you not back to buy your last item? You sat there doing Gold Fury for no reason instead of just backing and buying your last item. That's a lot of damage. If something were to go wrong, your player DC'd, your player got insta-killed, anything could go wrong. You having that extra item could actually be game-breaking. So don't walk around with 3,000 gold for no reason with all the Phoenixes down. It's a waste. Luckily the game's over, it looks like. Gotta go ahead and check, make sure nothing crazy happens. Okay, that's the game. So, to reiterate, early game, grouping up, or not grouping up, running around with your jungler and doing things together, knowing what you want to do ahead of time, key. Let me freaking pause this real quick. So, your pathing, key. You don't want to path poorly. You don't want to path into the other team when you don't know where they are. Bad. Focus on objectives early and not on kills. Late game, worry about positioning and how you're using your abilities, who you're targeting, why you're targeting them. Don't focus tanks all the time. That's not good. And fix your build. Spear Desolation is not good. If you're building it for fun, I understand. Like I said, I'm not trying to rag on you. I'm trying to give you the optimal, you want to win, like, mentality and build and everything. Just go into Obshard and not Spear Desolation and get your rod. Then if you're super far ahead, get your spear last item or get some awesome item last item. Usually a Soul Reaver would have been better, my opinion. And I think it's pretty accurate. Otherwise, you played really well. You were aggressive. Little things you can tweak here and there. Focus on all those things I pointed out one at a time. Worry about going to a game. Worry about that early game moving with your jungler and thinking ahead. You do that. In one game, just worry about that. Then the second game, do that, but then also worry about objectives. Then the third game, do both of those, but then worry about not always focusing the tank or whoever's in front of you. Try to position yourself better to get on the squishies. And then while doing all of that, you should be worrying about your builds and building correctly. But otherwise, you're a good player. You're not bad. Like, I've seen some bad players. You're not that far off. Worry about those little things, and you'll see yourself improve a lot. Hopefully this helped you. Hopefully this helps everyone who watched it. It's the first time I've done anything outside of jungle. I actually feel like I know a lot. I don't know. I feel like I know a lot. I guess I've just been playing for so long and watching scrims and stuff and watching positioning that I just thinks in. So hopefully this helps you, helps everyone, and you guys like the YouTube video. I will see you all in my video tomorrow.
Sacred stone. Oh, this you crazy mother.